Hello, America. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the show. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays baseball comes your way next. Charlie Morton, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
200 strikeouts on the season last year. That's not an easy thing to do. You definitely consider this guy a strikeout pitcher, and if he brings the same stuff that he had last year into this new season, we could see more than 200 strikeouts 2 years in a row.
So digging in now, Ke'Bryan Hayes, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
First pitch, 3-10.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Down the line and fair, that's a hit. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with the runner in scoring position one batter into the game.
And that'll bring up Eric Gonzalez. Hit hard, but foul. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Morton has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Line down the left field line. But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Adames brings it in. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 10, Bryan Reynolds.
Stepping in, Bryan Reynolds. First appearance for him here with the leadoff man still at second and one gone now. He's set. Here it comes. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Colin Moran.
Up next for the Buccos, Colin Moran, runner in scoring position with two gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. Arozarena is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. One left for Pittsburgh. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. Joe Musgrove is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
So striding in, Manuel Margot. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. At the plate, Yandy Diaz.
Yandy Diaz.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside. 1-0. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
1 out, nobody on. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
To short, hit hard. And that's the second out.
Batting third, the center fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Digging in, Randy Arozarena. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And now a pitch on the way.
Hey. Inside, ball 1.
And it's 1-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Nothing in the Tampa first. On to the second now from Tropicana. Still 0-0. All set for the start of the inning, and digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell.
Josh Bell.
Now the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Batting sixth, the right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Into the box now, Gregory Polanco. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Center fielder looking up to the track, to the wall, and off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. Gregory Polanco leaves the yard with a solo shot. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
Most pitchers aren't going to throw this guy much of a fastball to try to challenge him, because this guy can hit him a mile just like he did with that swing right there. Impressive power.
In now, Kevin Kramer.
The second baseman.
As he rips it on the ground to second. Reined in. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Jacob Stallings.
Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard ground ball to third. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
The left fielder, Jason Martin.
To the plate now, Jason Martin, as he'll lift it up in the air. This is back behind second. Lau's got it, and the inning is over. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on the home run. And as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Pittsburgh. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Brandon Lau.
Number 8.
First pitch on its way.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Austin Meadows.
Now at the plate, Austin Meadows. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Down and in here. 1 ball, no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now.
Ji-Man Choi.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the corner infielder Ji-Man Choi. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets ahead 0-1.
0-1.
Two out, nobody on. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Rays go in order 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Top of the third set to get underway, and standing in is the rookie third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
Now batting.
Hey guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an 0-0 get me over breaking ball, but that's exactly what happened.
Into the box, Eric Gonzalez, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. Gonzalez swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. One there, on to first, a double play.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
Digging in to try it again, Bryan Reynolds. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Pirates are down on just 4 pitches, but they're up 1-0. Coming to the plate now, Willy Adames, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
Here it is on 3-0. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Stepping into the box, Brian O'Grady. First offering on its way. This one's flared toward left center. In comes the left fielder, and the Rays are in the hit column.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Here now it's Mike Zunino. And this one's in the dirt. And the runners will stay put here on ball one. Adames at second. O'Grady at first with no outs. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2. Gets him looking. Strike three. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Manuel Margot, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a four-seamer right there, but get back to that two-seam. It's what his MO is.
Even 1-1 count to Margot. First and second now, one man out. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Strike three called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down to the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Comes set, the 0-1.
Look out, 1-1.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And that is off the wall. And the run will score all the way from first. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Wow, what a great piece of hitting here as he took a big swing at that one. Almost got it out of here for a 3-run blast, but he'll be happy with a 2-run double as well.
Yeah, he's not happy either way, but I'm sure the man on the mound is more than a bit relieved that that hit didn't turn into something worse. Into the box now, Randy Arozarena hit the other way out toward right field. Polanco on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Rays 2 and the Pirates 1. Leading off the inning, Colin Moran, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Colin Moran.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Meadows moving back. Still going back. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him as the Pirates have come back to tie things at 2.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell as he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Here's Gregory Polanco. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Hit sharply on the ground. Adames picks it up. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, number 44.
Into the box, Kevin Kramer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on the home run. And as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. Bottom of the 4th coming up, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Ready for another chance? Brandon Lau flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. High and deep down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting.
So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Stepping up now, Austin Meadows. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way.
Ball, that's off the plate.
2 runs on 2 hits and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Up top, it's 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Now here's the pitch.
Well, 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year, and the Rays are staked to a 4-2 lead.
There's still some game left to be played, but that one swing could end up being a deciding factor in this one.
So now to the plate, Willy Adames. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Brian O'Grady.
At the plate, Brian O'Grady, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A base hit in his first trip. A ball and a strike. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
So here's Mike Zunino.
Nope.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A 1-0 delivery.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Popped him up. Stallings is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Rays get a couple as you take another look at the 2-run home run. We're through 4, and Tampa's taken a 4-2 lead. Back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. They're currently averaging more than a hit per inning, while at the same time, they've yet to strike out a single time. We all know that's a rarity these days, but clearly the bat-on-ball approach is working for them.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. New inning set to get underway, and next to hit is the catcher, Jacob Stallings.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Lined into right, a base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Standing in now, Jason Martin. And he puts it on the ground to second. There's one. On to first to complete the double play.
The third baseman, number 13, Brian Cole.
So base is empty now after the double play, and set to go as the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. First offering on its way. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. Two runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Grounder down the line at third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Hey, give the hitter credit right there. He was ready for that heater 0-2. But Dan, I question the pitch selection.
You know, sometimes as a pitcher, you don't want to give a good hitter the same pitch back to back to back, 3 pitches in a row. His thinking might have been right there. He had gone off speed 2 pitches in a row. Maybe he had him set up for the fastball. He guessed wrong.
There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Now batting.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. At the plate now, Bryan Reynolds. And it's grounded just foul down the line. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the throw in gets away from him. The tying run is in to score from second. It's a 4-4 game.
Now batting.
Hey, after being down by 2, getting into the middle of this one, that's a huge base hit right there, D-Row. Big 2 RBI knock.
Yeah, down by 2 right there, able to come through for the team, and we probably got an exciting finish on our hands.
To the plate now, Colin Moran, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we are tied 4-4. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
The designated hitter, Manuel.
First delivery to him on the way.
Margot.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. Reynolds is under it to make the play on the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Yandy Diaz.
Now batting, Yandy Diaz. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And he runs that one high and tight for ball 1. The 1-0. Fifth inning here of a tie ball game, 4-4. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Here's another 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring it right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell. So I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Into the box, Randy Arozarena. As he'll ground the first pitch foul off to the right side. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
The batter, number 8.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Brandon Waddell is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Number 68, Brandon Waddell.
So now to the plate, Brandon Lau. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's now 6-4. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of missed locations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
Now batting
At the plate, Austin Meadows.
Austin.
As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. And he fouls this one off. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Rays 6 and the Buccos 4. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next it'll be the switch hitting first baseman, Josh Bell.
Bell.
Now the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Sometimes it's all about the stuff you have on a particular day. You take a look inside the numbers. 100% of his first pitches to batters have been for strikes, but the quality hasn't been there. He's going to have to make some changes to turn this one around.
This is pulled into right. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Up next to the
Well,
line.
they've been treating him like a punching bag out there. As we take a look at the line, you can see that he's given up double-digit hits, and things don't look like they're going to get any better. He might not last much longer.
Stepping in now, Gregory Polanco, as it's grounded sharply to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Now batting, number 44.
Ready for another shot now, Kevin Kramer. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. A man at third with 1 away. Hit hard to the right side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a toss behind the back. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now that.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Standing in, Jacob Stallings. Last time through was a base hit. First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a ground ball to third. Slow roller down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a line drive. But this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the third out. Pirates leave 1. Score remains steady at 6-4. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that brings up the corner infielder Ji-Man Choi.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we've heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ball line down in the left field corner. But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball. The 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Willie.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Willie Adames. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Still 1-2. Swing and a ball line down in the left field corner, but this will be foul. Lays off 2-2 now. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
O'Grady.
Standing in now, Brian O'Grady. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 0-1 pitch. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. 7th inning coming up. Tampa Bay leads this one 6-4. Now at the plate, Jason Martin. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first down.
Now batting, third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ke'Bryan Hayes. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fly ball out toward left center field. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Eric Gonzalez.
So stepping in, Eric Gonzalez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time. Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Now the Rays manager is going to take that slow walk out toward the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. Aaron Loup will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
Number 15, Aaron Loup.
In now, Brian Reynolds. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs and back-to-back singles, runners at first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on him. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next pitch?
You know what happens a lot of times, D-Roll, you lose concentration. You get the first 2 out in the inning. You think, hey, I'm going to breeze through this and get this third guy out. Next thing you know, first and third and 2 out, you have to make some good pitches.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Oh, that ball's driven into left center. This could be trouble. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Stepping into the box, Josh Bell, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And the left-handed hitting outfielder Gregory Polanco bats next. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Pirates get a run here on the RBI double. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Rays 6 and the Pirates 5. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring up the catcher Mike Zunino.
the catcher, Mike Zunino.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is skied into short left center. Reynolds is on the move for it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Manuel Margot.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Manuel Margot, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hot shot down the line. Scooped up. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Third baseman number 2, Yandy Diaz.
Up next for the Rays, Yandy Diaz. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
1-0 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit out towards second. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
At the plate now, Randy Arozarena, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Fouled off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for Tampa. They lead it, however. It's 6-5. Jose Alvarado has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 46, Jose Alvarado.
Now to the plate, Kevin Kramer. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
Jacob Strong.
Into the box now. Jacob Stallings is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a ground ball and a chance for Adames at short. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now back.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
Stepping up to the plate, Jason Martin. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. Now here's the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
Now back. Third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Into the box now, Ke'Bryan Hayes, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. Martin is digging for home. He'll score and the Pirates tie it. We're all square at 6-6.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Into the box, Eric Gonzalez. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Now a long throw home. He's in there at the plate, and they've taken the lead here in the 8th.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's what makes you feel really good about yourself.
Diego Castillo enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Castillo.
To the plate now, Brian Reynolds, as he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. Gonzalez rounds the corner and is headed home. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he will score now from first, and the throwing mistake there getting the ball in is going to wind up costing him.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-1 game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Hey, D-Row, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. The 0-1. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Two runs on the board after that home run by Josh Bell. First home run of the campaign for him, as this is now a 5-run cushion.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Your
Chaz
attention,
Rowe
please.
enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Chaz Rowe.
Gregory Polanco will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch coming. Here it is. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 0-1 delivery. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. Meadows retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. But they managed to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and 6 of them score. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Pirates 11, the Rays 6.
Leading off for the Rays.
Leading off the inning, Brendan Lau, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
The 1-0 home. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Now the pitch. Inside and low, 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2. Now here's the pitch.
3-2.
Austin Meadows will be next. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
At the plate, Austin Meadows. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Swung on, but fouled off to the left.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Hit hard up the middle. To second for 1. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
Now batting, first baseman, Ji-Man Choi.
Coming to the plate now, Ji-Man Choi. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
Ready with another 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And another foul ball. He'll try again. 1-2.
That's ball 2.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball four anyways.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard.
At the plate, Willy Adames, as he'll take a look at ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one. Two out with the man at first. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Reynolds has it for out number 3. Rays strand just the one. They're down 5. It's 11-6. All set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go is the second baseman, Kevin Kramer. First pitch of the at-bat, and right into the shift. He's got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the catcher, Jacob Stallings.
Standing in, Jacob Stallings. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Fly ball right down the line in left. O'Grady is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Jason Martin.
Digging in now, Jason Martin. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Zunino is there. And that ends the inning. Pirates are down on just 4 pitches, and it's still an 11-6 ball game. Keone Kela takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 35, Keone Kela.
Striding in to start the 9th, Brian O'Grady, and they'll need him to get something going here. First delivery to him on the way. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. And this is foul tipped at the plate right off the arm of the catcher behind the plate. Ouch. The 1-1. Fouled away. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Mike Zunino, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
In now, Manuel Margot. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
A good fastball that backed him off the plate, and then some slow stuff down and away. That's one of the classic ways to mess up a hitter's timing. Up and in, down and away, textbook.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rays DH. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Third baseman number 2. Yandy.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yandy Diaz. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Hey guys, I understand it right there. The third base coach has got to hold him up. They're down by a lot of runs right now. No reason to risk getting a guy thrown out at home in this situation.
Stepping in, Randy Arozarena. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now. Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Brandon Lau. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
This is where I think you find out a lot about a pitcher's moxie. No one warming up in the pen. He's in trouble right now. He knows it. Can he right the ship and stay composed?
That missed. Close. It's ball 2. Two out, bases loaded. And that's over. 2-1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Now the 2-1. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. curveball knocked down at home plate. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. And this is a strike three called, and a bit of a questionable ending there as the ball game is over.
Yeah, this game was decided in the 8th. That was a huge offensive fireworks coming into the 8th inning. And when the other guys put up a big inning like that against you late in the game, it's really tough to make any kind of a comeback.
11-6 the final score in this ball game. The Pittsburgh Pirates came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Brandon Waddell claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates, 11 runs, 19 hits. For the Rays, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 58 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Yeah.